I'd never heard of Jay except from 40 years ago. I remember his name as an activist, but I wasn't in that movement or anything like that, but I was around a lot of people that were, including Jane Fonda, who was active with Jay. So when I got a call from my manager, Alan Summers, he said, these guys are going to send you a script. They don't have any money. It's going to be like going to camp and making a movie because it's all going to be students. I said, well, I don't want to read it. I'm not making a student film. And I think he called Chip back and he said, what's the drill here? And they said, well, we don't have any money and so forth and so on. We do have students, but we also have 14, 15 professionals in the key areas. And so I said, well, have them send the script and I'll read it. What do you think? And my conversation with Jay was very good, very kind of formal, but I told him what I thought about the material, and he told me what he thought about the material, and I had no idea on that phone call that he would become probably the most helpful one-on-one director with an actor on the set than he's been to me. You know, your dad and I haven't hunted together in 20 years. He'd rather stay in the stuffy old schoolhouse teaching a bunch of mama's boys how to cipher.
Cut. The idea was to not only have it be about let's make a film, but also bring a community together, and a community that is in dialogue around film studies, around film theory, around film history, around themes and metaphors and the larger issues of what the film is trying to articulate. That it's not just an experience of let's get together and run the equipment and work in departments, although that's a big part of it. It's also an experience about what is production design as it relates to narrative, what is cinematography as it relates to character, and how does lighting help shape story as well as it does shape image. It's challenging, it's difficult. It's exhilarating. You form intense relationships that feel like you've known somebody for years when you've only known them for a couple of months. Day one. A little bit of ice, not much snow. Change of the story, change of the script. Start in 1st of March instead of 10th of December, and as long as we get our ice shots or a little bit of snow today, I think we're okay.
The other one. So I think this one's just fine for what we do. All right, so just don't put too much pressure on the connector.
I love it.
I don't know what I'm going to get to.
Action!
Sap flows when daytime temperatures shoot above freezing and nighttime gets cold. The sap rises up from the roots. Mr. Kittredge works the northern slope. We'll see who wins the Maple Festival.
You compete?
Winning is all to it. He'll drill 2 more holes. Yeah, he'll do it.
Cut!
We have the warmest winter in Vermont history. Our film takes place during sugaring season when there's generally snow, and it's currently heading up to 80 degrees. So Willow is shoveling snow.
I gotta say, I just... Yeah, Matthew's got room to get by.
Okay, you got camera? You know what, I would take a tiny bit more. Just a tiny bit. Okay, yeah. Let's make that happen. That's good. Yeah. Okay, Patrick, we're gonna have them walk through it, and you're gonna stop them when you want them to stop.
One to us.
So, we're gonna tell you to pause along the path. Tell me when you're ready, Patrick.
So I'll bring it just all I'm doing right here. Then just bring it.
For Kittredge? Yeah. About there, yeah. And then Austin will stop behind you.
Can we mark this?
Yeah.
All right, lock it up.
68 Baker, take 2.
Roll camera.
Speed. Up. Sticks. Mark it. Stand by.
Action.
Oh, that's it. I really don't care a whole lot about this old maple contest, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna let your grandmother beat me again.
What's the score?
I don't know. I don't keep score.
Graham says winning is everything.
And that's it.
Captain Partington for Kara.
Cut. Sorry.
Mark Delta 1, it's Delta 1, Delta 1.
It's incredibly fascinating to watch how a film is made. And I get to see it right from the scratch here. I get to see, I understand now what camera means and what sound means and what lights mean. And all these people have their own little niches that they fit into. For me, it's just great. I couldn't be having more fun. Just, completely fascinating to see. It's a little, I call it a little bubble. Films are made in a bubble. And I stick my head into the bubble and I'm watching you guys do your thing. And later, when we're in the sugar house and they make the scenes around making syrup, they're going to stick their heads in my bubble, which is making maple syrup, and they're going to see how syrup is made, and we're going to make a little bit of syrup, and then we're going to be part of the scene, and those two bubbles sort of overlap there for it's a little piece at a period of time.
If you need to do it, no, but can we have Austin try us here?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's come down here. We're setting up for the drawing. That cheating was right, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so then let's move off the...
Syrup and then putting some wood in the fire. Does that sound good to you?
Flip it up.
What did he say?
We're right there. Never mind.
That's yeah, that's okay. We're getting there.
Dan, when will the next draw be up?
Right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So,
We're gonna have Austin.
Austin should come and do his bow, because I wanted to do
Yeah,
that before
absolutely.
we're drawing up.
We can clear this background.
So here's what's happening. The more watery stuff is coming in the back, and as it works its way over to here, it's becoming more concentrated. And this is very close to being syrup. So anyway, here we go. So really what you have to do is scoop a small amount, it doesn't have to be a large amount, then hold it up so that the bottom of the scooper is level, and just watch how the drips drip over the stuff. Just trust the drip.
I spilled. You don't want to spill.
What I'll do is I'll go, I'll take this one. You go. Okay.
Okay? Take a step down real quick. Action.
My name is Brad Heck. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Currently live there. I'm the cinematographer for Northern Borders. Well, there are a couple things that attracted me, and most of them, frankly, center around Jay Craven. I really respect Jay's advocacy for regional film, and I really respect the fact that he believes that stories should come from places other than LA and New York, and mostly LA. And I've worked with Jay on previous films, and I see that he has in the past incorporated entire communities and entire voices from different regions into a story. I've also, working with Jay's previous projects, I've noticed how much I enjoy working with the team that he puts together. He always finds people and puts them in the positions that, people who are there for the right reasons, in my opinion. For the reasons to make the story happen, to make the script happen, and who are collaborative.
I did basically the recruitment campaign to bring these students together from other colleges by visiting their colleges, meeting them, meeting their film professors. And so I feel that, you know, this group is really exemplary.
The first time I stepped on a film set, I was 24, and a lot of these kids are 18, 19, 20 years old. I think it's a great opportunity for them. As a class, you're making a feature film. How sweet is that? Like, here's your first feature under your belt, right out the gate. I think it's a great advantage, and I think all the kids are going to be phenomenal at whatever they choose. They have the dedication, they have the mind, they have the strength, they have everything. All right, get ready for some electrons. I think something like this should happen once a year somewhere in the country. It's like filmmaking boot camp.
Charge. Okay. I'm really thrilled with this particular group because I was so involved with the recruitment. I was sort of aware of who was coming together for the project, and it all sort of fit to me, and I've been pleased since then that my expectations really have been met in terms of hard work, in terms of intelligence, in terms of willingness to learn, in terms of willingness to get along with each other, and recognizing that this film is larger than any one of us.
I'm the extras coordinator, animal wrangler, card coordinator, and general production office assistant.
This is a 1948 Plymouth Cranbrook. It will be used as Rob's car. And the one behind it is a 1930 Model A Ford. They'll be used as JW's patrol hearse.
I am part of the lighting crew, and I also help out production being a PA. Yeah. A set PA, excuse me. So, our main character, Seamus Davy Fitzpatrick, and his father, Jim, paragon of maturity that he is, threw all this on the ground, and as a PA, it is my privilege to pick it up. We don't want actors, you know, dirtying their hands or anything. So, this is what I've become. This is what I've worked 20 years of my life to do. And I gotta tell you, it tastes sweet. It tastes really
bride. Oh, God forbid, says King Henry, that ever the like betides, that ever a fiend that comes from hell should stretch down by my side. Dun, dun.
My name is Riley Mumpton. I'm a second semester freshman at Marlboro College, and I came onto into this program and the project doing a little bit of behind the scenes work and also in the grip and electric department, and I'm now filling in for the role of best boy grip.
So line me up with the pin. Wait, I'm not in. You gotta go forward. There we go. There we go. And tilt down and lock it.
My name is Allison Pugh, and I am a junior film studies major at Mount Holyoke College in Western Massachusetts. I was the boom operator on the actual production. One of the advantages I saw to working in the sound department was the eavesdropping on other departments. I mean, I paid to come here and learn as much as I could about the filmmaking process as a whole, so that was one of the things that went into the equation of figuring out exactly what I wanted to do.
It's audio nerd speak.
Specifically, I think that gave me advantages in hearing the relationships between the director and the actors.
My name is Grace Statwick. I went to Vassar College and graduated last year. been working as a freelance film professional since then, and I worked with Jay over the summer, last summer, as his personal assistant, and that's how I got onto this film. I am currently the assistant prop master.
I'm Mac Mills. I'm from Calais, Vermont, a little village of Maple Corner. I go to Wheaton College in Norton, Massachusetts. I am in the assistant director department, which is a division of the production department. What I do varies from day to day. Today I am the first AD shadow, and some days I'm the PA, so I haul around the cooler and, you know, pick up trash.
I grew up on a farm in northern New Hampshire, so cold is not a problem for me. I mean, it was so hot the first week. I don't think any of us were really expecting it to be so cold the rest of the time. But I worked out a system wearing my snow pants every day, and I was the only one who had hand warmers, I figure. I mean, you learn to deal with it. There's a job that needs to get done.
Yo, Zach. Who's slating?
You're not.
Who's slating?
Today's been a hard shoot. We've lost a couple people to floods and hail.
The sinkhole?
There was a
It's
sinkhole
ridiculous.
that we lost Jeremiah to. The last thing I saw was his scared little eyes.
Like a baby pig.
Like a baby pig going to the slaughter, man. It's okay. It's okay. It's hard to talk about. It only just happened. He was like a son to us. He really was.
Something that you can find in any movie shoot. I mean, the whole question of being so closely tied to each other, and what if you don't necessarily get along with another person? What do you do about that?
But they cannot take our freedom!
It was pretty good, but the accent was way off.
We just all are learning how to deal with each other, even the professionals. Like, first week of the shoot, I was just at odds with my boss all day long.
Mac, what?
Because I didn't feel appreciated, and he felt like I was just goofing off and not taking anything seriously. And you know, so we had talks. Some of them were heated, some of them were like more organized, and we've kind of figured out the balance.
I went down to Satan's kitchen
For to break my fast one morning, and there I got souls piping hot, all on a spit a turning. It's well that we sing Bonnie boys, Bonnie mad boys, Bedlam boys are Bonnie, for they all live there and they live by the air, and they all want no drink no more.
But I think everybody is pulling their weight on this film, and it's fun to go through the roles. And like, you know, the PA days suck, but you know, it's rewarding to get through them and get on to days where, you know, you get to do more of what you want to do.
One, two, three. Yeah, that's what I was very slowly. I think that's a better idea too, because you can control the lift. Dude, this is heavy. I don't know.
Yeah, keep going.
Got it. All right, go back and go down and help him. It's still really heavy.
Yep.
Not getting on the ladder.
That's a good size. All right, we're going down with the lift, guys. All right, now we're gonna take it back and try to reach to here with it. All right. All right. Yep. And we're gonna start bringing it down.
Move my
Bring
fingers
it
out.
down.
Let it go
Move.
now.
Move. Yep. There. All right.
All right.
Let's bring it up now.
Bring it up.
Are we ready to do?
Hold on.
Here, mirror me over there, Pat.
All people.
All right. Thank you, Harry. All right. 1, 2, 3. Going up. All right.
All right, now brace it from the back.
I got it. Well, we got it. Bringing it down.
All right. Hey, there we go.
Privy is up. This is not a real privy. Please.
1648 Endgame, take one.
Sound speed.
48 Echo, take 1.
Set speed.
Mark.
Set.
Action.
It's either you or me, Hetty Hill. Because I'll be damned if I set foot in that classroom if you're within 3 miles of it.
My name's Irene Shamus, and I'm from Westminster West, Vermont, and I'm playing Hetty Hill. Maybe you'd like to hang out with us. Of course, we need to give you some initiation first. First day was really fun. It's not like anything else I've ever done, obviously, because I haven't done this before. It's really different, and it's slower in one way, but faster in other ways, kind of, because you're doing so much fast action, but spread out.
It's either you or me, Hetty Hill. Because I'll be damned if I
Can we go
set
back to
foot.
one? Okay, go back. Start
Can
over.
you just start, yeah, put your right foot maybe on.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, still rolling.
Maybe some showers this morning, mixed sunny cloud highs in the low 50s. Coming up after the River Report at the top of the hour. Former host of this show, The Big Breakfast, Rachel Maddow, MSNBC, on her new book, Drift.
I need a bigger bucket. Gotta get the actors in here and not have them freak out. These struts, like around here.
Okay.
This is where the actors are going to be.
Roger, Dodger.
All right, guys.
There's less poop.
Yeah, just generally, yeah.
Because Kittredge was here.
The barn area that you just walked through.
Seamus was here. Mine is like this.
Okay, I'm already ready to do my
Down.
Wow. Lock in.
What?
Plays fun. Just because suddenly you pick it up.
Now, remind me, this comes, right, after what we did with Bruce right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I loathe serpents of any stripe.
Cut. I mean, the fact that it's blocked is not necessarily bad. to
Okay.
me. I mean, it could be.
Off screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's okay.
Cool.
Long past the camera, please stay back. She's hot.
We're rolling sound.
Hot weapon. We're rolling. 81 dollars. Sound speed.
Sneak it. Camera set.
Action.
Look me in the eye, Satan.
Cut.
I'm glad I had earplugs. Whoa! Our snake has arrived.
Oh. There's a snake.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Let's have the 85 standing by.
Action to the snake. Dave, you said the boom might animate this fella?
Yeah, wave it around, Allie. And no.
You want me to bring it around and touch him on the tail?
Yeah.
Subtle.
Let's
Very
put.
subtle.
Let's put him in the...
At least a little tongue action there, buddy. How about that?
I loathe serpents of any stripe.
Grandma, don't shoot. It's a snake. They eat rats.
Look me in the eye, Satan.
Ah!
Help your grandmother up.
There's been many times where I'm trying to, set a light just right, and I'm behind schedule, and everyone's waiting on me, and the best boy electric will push me off to the side and do it himself, which is perfectly understandable because I'm not doing it as fast as I should be.
Good strike.
But then afterwards, he'll come up to me and show me what I was doing wrong and tell me how I can do it better, and the next time I will be able to do it just as efficient.
Right. So if it's easier to adjust, here, hold on.
We were at lunch 2 weeks into the shoot, and Brad and Mike, cinematographer and assistant director, came up and said, we need to talk. And they said, well, all of the footage from the first day and a half of shooting is destroyed, it's damaged, it's corrupted, it's not usable. The technical damage basically involved frames that would duplicate and then skip. So we would, every 2 seconds or so, a frame would freeze for an additional frame and then skip the following frame. And what it created was a kind of stutter, which if you're looking very closely, you'll see it. Or if it's on a big screen, you'll see it. This is the first film I've made on a digital camera as opposed to a film camera. And these things can happen, and I guess it can happen any time along the process, could even happen after you edit the film, so knock on wood. I think for students, the learning process here is all about patience, about stamina, about understanding that things can go wrong, and therefore you have to be really rigorous in terms of how you approach each day of shooting. And so I think this was part of the learning process. I think it's also true that in going back and reshooting the material, I think students saw a number of things. One is how they, because they now had more experience, were more functional for the production, and also how the actors changed their performance and how we approached it to try to turn it ultimately into a net plus. The team held together, and we reshot the material, and I think we came out with better scenes.
You learn so much. It's like I didn't know what a second AD does. I didn't know what the difference between like a set decorator and a production designer. So you sort of learn about the dynamic that everybody has with each other.
You grow up watching movies and you say, oh, I want to make movies someday, and then you're presented with an opportunity to actually work on a film basically before you have had any training. Like you're still in college, you haven't gone through like the chain of command yet, and you get to do this fantastic thing. So it really was like living a dream.
You put a good team together. You got 2 or 3 Pro Bowl selections. You know.
A lot of it is the luck of the draft. We got some wonderful.
You got a couple you could send back to Pawtucket. Oh no, make no mistake about it.
I wasn't expecting to work on a real movie until after college. And to be doing it now is really exciting because, sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but, we're actually making a movie. Like it's going to be, people are going to, buy tickets to see this movie.
Thank you very much. I'm happy it's over. It was a phenomenal ride. Thank you very much.
I'm confused by my words because I am feeling so much love. It is awesome.
I think it's the point of this program to give talented students the opportunity to learn skills that would take them years to learn somewhere else, and to be given a starting point.
It's a wrap on principal photography. A miracle unfolded here in southeastern Vermont over the last 25, 26 days. We made a movie, a period movie, 115 pages of script, 19 characters, a horse, you name it, we had it. It's a great tribute to everybody that was involved. So. My hope is that students take away, first of all, the experience of coming together as a community that tries to interact and collaborate to make something happen that's larger than themselves.
Through this, I've actually realized that I might want to go into arts education, actually, because it's just so exciting to see someone get feedback and respond to it and grow and become a better team player.
I started to feel, if you guys got excited that you were making a movie that everybody might understand, this isn't something you get to do every day. People on the job being educated and learning and being excited about going to class. But this is not a conventional classroom. Well, what does that tell you? Maybe this is a new way of teaching.